portion of today's video is brought to you by ZBiotics. For more information on ZBiotics, click the link in the description below or wait till the end of this video. Trump is weak. And one of the reasons you know he's weak is because he projects himself. He's all puffed out, acting like he's a big tough guy that will intimidate everyone. The world is now on notice. The world now respects us again. They're not going to kick us around anymore. All of this nonsense is just a front. It's just a whole riddled facade for Donald Trump to try to act like he's something he's not. And this goes even as far as his policy. I mean, it really impacts all of us that he's such an insecure weakling. And I say this in particular reference to what took place in the Oval Office yesterday when he was asked a question about his seeming caving on his demands of China in this trade war, this unnecessary self-inflicted wound by Donald Trump that we are all being impacted by. With the stock market caving, our economy is in shambles, and it's because of Donald Trump, who was handed an economy on the rise. We defeated inflation in a quicker manner, a more aggressive manner than any developed nation on the planet, and he gave Donald Trump, Joe Biden, gave Donald Trump a rising stock market, lowering prices, stability, predictability, and he shit all over it. It's gone. And now he's seeing before his eyes, he won't believe it, but he's seeing before his eyes the deleterious effects of his policies, of his decision-making, and now he's backing away. We watched with the reversal on the tariffs globally. He did the giant thing with the stupid card out in the Rose Garden or wherever it was, at the White House lawn. And he reversed it within hours, like 13 hours. Now he's in the Oval Office being asked questions about playing hardball with China and invoking COVID, things he's done just in the last couple of months to challenge and antagonize China. Look, I don't think we need to deal with China any more fairly than anybody else. Maybe not even fairly. I don't care. But you need stability in your decision-making. You need predictability in your decision-making. It needs to make sense, and it needs to be at the benefit of the United States people and our economy, not just to service your ego, to slather some kind of a medicated ointment all over your broken insecurities, Donald Trump. Watch this moment and watch the panic on his face as I believe he knows that we know the jig is up, that he's caught, he's busted, and he's irritated by it, but also there's weakness on display. Watch this.
Was not sustainable.
Started with China. Are you going to play hardball with them? Are you going to mention COVID?
Well, I'm not going to say. No, I'm not going to mention COVID. I'm not going to say, I'm going to play hardball with China. I'm going to play hardball with you, President Xi. No. We're going to be very nice. They're going to be very nice, and we'll see what happens. But ultimately, they have to make a deal because otherwise they're not going to be able to deal in the United States. And we want them involved, but they have to, and other countries have to make a deal. And if they don't make a deal, we'll set the deal because we're the ones that set the deal. Scott and Howard and myself and others, we're going to be setting the deal, and it'll be a fair deal for everybody, and it'll be, I think it's a process that's going to go pretty quickly. We've spoken to many countries, and we're getting their views on things. You know, there are a lot of things. They have VAT taxes. They have everything you can have. Don't forget, as an example, the European Union was set up to take advantage of the United States. That's why it was set. And they've done that, but they're not doing that anymore. Yeah.
Why would Donald Trump act as though playing hardball is something he's not interested in? That's his entire persona, is hardball guy, is tough guy. So why demur now? Why back away from that? Why recoil from that visibly? To me, and I would love your opinion on this, you could leave it in the comments, call the voicemail line at the end of the show, I'll give you the number. To me, it's because he's retreating. He's caving once again on his demands. Because here's the rub. As much as they love to crow about the world respecting us again and the world being afraid of Donald Trump, nobody is fucking afraid of Donald Trump. They know who he is. The weaker countries flatter him. They make him feel like a big tough guy. Oh, the president of the United States. And the stronger countries, economically and militarily, and in the case of China, they're not shaken. They're not pushed around. They're riding the course. They have a centuries-long outlook on this, and Donald Trump is moving from pole to pole, which he's underwater right now, and that's what drives this. Weakness, fear, and chasing poll numbers that will never materialize because his approval rating never really rises above the MAGA cult percentage of the country, which is roughly 32 to 34% of the country. Anyway, I would love to know what your theory on this is. Watch that clip a couple times. Tell me what you think. You can comment below. You can also call the voicemail line, 714-576-4054. And of course, as always, you can email me daily@dollemore.com. Please consider supporting this work. You can become a channel member for $2 a month. Click the join button below to see what that's about. You can go to patreon.com/IDoubtItPodcast. Follow me on social media. I'm just about everywhere at Dollemore. I'd love to see you there. And I will see you next time. Until then, be genuine. Take care of one another. I hate to break it to you, but you're not getting any younger. None of us are. I hate to break that to you too. That whiskey you enjoy in the evening sure isn't getting any easier to deal with the morning after. It's like you can either have a great night or a great next day, but not both, right? Well, wrong. With ZBiotics pre-alcohol probiotic drink, you have a surefire way to wake up feeling refreshed after a night of drinking. It's the world's first genetically engineered probiotic specifically invented by a PhD scientist to handle those tough mornings after. Score 15% off your first order with ZBiotics now. Just click the link in the description below. In your gut, the alcohol you drink is converted into a toxic byproduct your body isn't naturally designed to break down. It's this byproduct and not dehydration like so many talk about that's to blame for your rough next day, despite all that water that you're drinking while you drink. ZBiotics pre-alcohol produces an enzyme that breaks this byproduct down. So if you make ZBiotics your first drink of the night and drink responsibly, your gut will be set up for success the following day. Why not try it out? ZBiotics offers a 100% money-back guarantee. If you're not satisfied for any reason, ZBiotics will refund your money, no questions asked. You can't lose. Don't sacrifice any more of your days for your nights. Access 15% off of your first order of ZBiotics by clicking the link in the description below. Make those mornings after more manageable with ZBiotics.